Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That's why I like to place under the category of unnecessary, but maybe necessary, but not really necessary videos. Oh man. Let me check so I know it's in the middle of the day, folks is at work, but I'm going to put this out here now because I'm off work early and I actually have a interview to set up for you guys, which will be available on the TiC Network channel. I think you guys will be very interested in that. Some of you may be listening to this after that interview, but if that's the case, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, last Wednesday, of course, was the off week for Double XP Podcast. And I was invited to 60 Frames No Lag by Porter Rock. Shout out to Porter Rock. Cool dude. I had him on Double XP before. Real cool guy. Glad to have him on. He invited me on 60 Frames a few weeks back. And I actually wasn't able to make it. So when I had an off day from Double XP, I was like, yo, can I come on? Can I come rock with you? He got people. He was like, yeah, he even pushed back his podcast an hour for me. So like I said, Porter Rock, shout out to him. Good dude. So, podcast is going and whatnot. And I'm the resident, I guess, quote unquote, Xbox guy. And before the show, it's like I did with last month press start. I tell people, I might go a little extra. Everybody know me. It's all fun and games. We're going to have fun. We're going to do our thing. I'm going to make jokes. I'm a clown Xbox. I'm a clown PS4. That's just what it is. I'm a clown PC. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, people who actually rock with me know I rock with all platforms. I enjoy all platforms. That's just what it is. So, being, I guess, the quote unquote resident Xbox guy, I was the I don't want to say target. That's not the thing. But Titanfall Princess seemed to maybe had an issue with just about anything I was trying to say, especially, when I'm trying to present logic and reasoning and things that just make sense, things that have been said that may not necessarily be public. Okay. So as we're going throughout the podcast, this and that, I'm giving my input, giving the things, talking about things that I know. Like I said, we're going back and forth. And at one point in the podcast, she was talking, and I maybe actually overspoke her. She said, oh, let me talk. I stopped, pulled back. I said, we want that done to me, so I pulled back, let her get her words out. By that time, we ain't had no issues. You guys go check out Porter Rock channel, listen to the podcast. You guys get what I'm saying. So I fell back. So the issue with Scale Band came up, and she was talking all type of hot stuff, and I'm trying to say, hey, if you actually look, there's a lot of people in the media before the cancellation of Scale Band that will show you, hey, there's something weird going on. This thing might be getting canceled. This is going on, and I was trying to put the proof in the pudding, like, hey, go to Podcast Unlocked and just go around the time right before, a couple weeks before Scalebound was canceled, and they're on a panel talking about it. It was whispers going around that the game was canceled, and I'm trying to get that out, trying to explain, and I'm getting cut off. I'm getting cut off content. I'm trying to get these words out. Yo, there's more than what you think is happening. Phil ain't just going to say, what, game is canceled. There's always more going on. He ain't going to cancel a game for no reason. There's always more going on. And that has nothing to do with me having a preference for Xbox and trying to protect Phil Spencer, whatever the case may be. That's just being real. That's just business. And nobody going to put countless amount of money into a project and then cancel it for no reason. There's more going on. Because I'm trying to explain this, I'm being cut off. Constantly cut off. I can't get a word in. So I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And it wasn't even... it could have been a dude, female. Listen, I'm all about equal rights and equal lefts. I treat everybody the same, male, female, the case may be. I'll give you the respect to get your words out. If I'm speaking and I'm trying to explain something to you that's logical, I'm not, trolling or being fanboys. I'm asking you, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. And so that turned into this whole big old deal. Oh, you cussing me out, you fucking ex-fag, motherfucker, faggot. You suck Phil Spencer dick and all. You know how females do. Example, how, black people, y'all understand. If we into it with a white person, what's the first thing they're going to say? The first thing they go to is nigger. Instantly. It's the first thing that's the first line of defense is calling you a nigger. What females do, when they get into a dude, they first line of defense, faggot. They go right to the gay stuff. That's what she did. Oh, you a faggot, ex-faggot, you suck and feel dick, you mad, and I'm tripping balls back. You listen to the podcast, I'm just laughing, yo. I am laughing my ass off. So the show going, and, you know, kind of going back a little bit, you know, Titanfall Princess actually had me blocked on Twitter a while back for reasons I didn't even know why. I never even said a word to the female. I never said a word to her. She had me blocked. Only I knew this because somebody quoted a tweet, and I went to the tweet like, "Who is this? I can't see it. You know, what are you quoting or whatever and talking about?" And I see, I'm like, "Oh shit, she got me blocked." So coming to find out, we all in Bang Bang. Shout out to Zaire. We all in Bang Bang. You know, that's for everybody. You know, PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Everybody shoot the shit. We get on each other's ass. That's just what it is in Bang Bang. And so come to find out, you know, we in the same thread and we talking. She's like, "Oh, you fam?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I was like, I'm trying to talk to her and she was like, "Yeah, but you got me blocked. It's all good." You know what I'm saying? I ain't up to the word to you, but it's all good. It's like, "Oh no, it's cool." So she unblocked me on Twitter and she followed. You know, maybe, you know, she blocked me by mistake, whatever case might be. So I followed back. You know, we don't really talk like that. You know, we cordial. You know, we don't cordial on Twitter. We might, you know, like a tweet here and there or respond to a tweet, LOL. You know, I actually invited on Double XP before. She was gonna come on but couldn't make it. It is what it is. So back to what it is. So back to the present. They were back to the podcast. I'm like, you know, some shit finna be popped off on Twitter. She's finna say some hot shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's funny. So I as the podcast going, I go on Twitter and I'm, you know, waiting to see what she's putting, because you know how people they go right to Twitter. I've done it before. It is what it is. I wasn't tripping, but I wanted to see what it is. So I go on Twitter, and she unfollowed me. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess, you know, this is a real live, you know, situation here. So I'm like, bet, you know, you unfollow me. You know, I don't need, you know, beef. I don't beef with people over the internet no more. I don't do, you know, back when I did the whole weekend Real Hard Knock thing, I was throwing shade back and forth, beefing back and forth. I don't do that shit no more, right? Like, I'm done with that. You got an issue with fame, you just got an issue with fame. That's just what that is. You know, with the whole JTech TV thing, you got an issue with me, you got an issue with me, I could care less. Block me, whatever, move forward. You block me, I could care less, I'm gonna move forward. So she unfollows, so I was like, bet, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and make this what it is. So I blocked her. Boom. You've been following me for almost a year, right? You've been following me for almost a year. I blocked you because you unfollowed me, because I don't need you coming on my timeline, screenshotting and kind of quote or coming on my stuff. If you block me, that means you don't want to see nothing on my timeline. I'm gonna help you out. Bet. So I went on Twitter. Well, hold on. Before that, so she came back to the podcast. Oh, so you fucking faggot, you blocked me? And I'm like, yeah, I blocked you. I mean, you unfollowed me because you don't want to see it on my timeline, so I blocked you. Like, how do you even know that I blocked you unless after you unfollowed me, you went on Twitter and you went to try to see what's on my timeline? Why do you want to see what's on my timeline after you follow me? If you follow me, that means you don't want to see what's on my timeline. That's just what that is. You don't want to see what's on my timeline if you unfollow me. That's just what it is. So she kept going on. Now you guys see the podcast. Go check it out. So I made a tweet after the case, and I was like, yo, if you follow me and you unfollow me, I'm gonna block you. That's just what it is. This ain't nothing new. And that's what's in the tweet. And this was pointed towards her or anyone else who's been following me for a long time, and also you want to unfollow me, you know what I'm saying? Because you got an issue with me or we got beef or whatever, I'm gonna make it, you know, I'm gonna help you out and I'm gonna block you. That's just what it is. Like saying, I ain't got time to go back and forth with nobody, male, female, whatever the case may be. I ain't got time for that. So I'm at work today. You know, my phone is you know, at the desk or whatnot, and I'm working. I finally get back to my phone, my Twitter feed, all sorts of people following, unfollowing, quoting that tweet. Oh, you such a child, you know, this is insecure, da da da. People saying, oh, you making gifts, thought you wanted that debate. Number one, there was no debate. That was not a debate between me and Titanfall Princess. This is me trying to give her logic. She wouldn't let me speak. I told her, shut the fuck up. She went on a rant for the next hour and a half of the podcast, calling me all types of faggots and dick suckers and all that shit. That's not a debate. A debate when two people have a topic and they go back and forth, giving each other a turn to speak and rebuttal. That is a debate. I've run a debate on my podcast before between Jay Bar and K Mega. That was the debate. One person calling somebody homophobic slurs, another person laughing about it because you're not taking that person seriously. That is not a debate. So people say, you think you win a debate? There was no debate to win or lose. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, my G. So on top of that, like I said, people are saying, oh, you know, you insecure for this, you insecure, you know, you for blocking people for who unfollow you, But I'm like, so I had a bunch of people following, unfollowing, giving them screenshots for fun. I was like, bet, I'm gonna give you what you want, and I'm just gonna start blocking dudes. Block. I think this shit is hilarious because you guys are jumping on a tweet that had nothing to do with you. You weren't even a follower of mine. Had nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Nothing. It was pointed towards one particular person who had been following me for a year or so, who unfollowed but didn't want to steal some of my timeline, and I blocked that one particular person. But random people, and in my mind, I'm like, where are people coming from? Then I see one from Rags, your pal Rags, which I've never had an interaction with before, never spoken with before. The only reason I know who he is because somebody retweeted a tweet from Black Bond back when Rags thought it was okay for him to say nigger on his timeline. And, you know, I went and seen Black Bond saying, yo, you white, you know, this ain't cool for you to say. That's the only reason I know who the hell this guy Rags is, you know, because he thought it was okay to say nigger. And there was a retweet from Black Bond, right? So I said he got a bigger following. He got a big following, nice big channel. Like I said, I got no beef with the dude. Mad respect for growing your following, growing your channel. Respect. I got no beef with you. Apparently he quoted my tweet, and it was something along about being insecure. In my mind, I'm like, dude, these either one or two things are going on. Number one, you have no idea what the tweet was about. You know, I have a notion in life, if the shoe fits, you wear it. If you think I'm talking about you, I am. But if you know I ain't talking about you, if you know this is not about you, why do you even care? But whatever. So I say he quoted in something like something along the lines of being insecure. Once I see it now, it's like, you know, I could care less. You know, I went along with everybody else who was, you know, jumping, either trying to white knight for a Titanfall princess or jumping onto a tweet that they seen but have no idea of the context behind it. Right? So blocked them. Boom. Like everybody else that was on that thread, blocked. Y'all not my followers. Y'all don't care about what Fame is doing. Y'all don't care about, you know, the moves that have been made. You know, y'all don't care about the stuff we doing with the company I'm with. You don't care about that. You just here for some drama or whatever. Like at the beginning of this little stream, I'm not for that. So I blocked them. No beef. Got no issue. I just don't got time for that, right? You know, you never planned on following me. You don't care about who I am. Obviously, you don't care then. I'm sure you don't care now. I'm sure you don't care that I blocked you. That is, you know, and that's fine. You know, I go my way, you go your way. But there's no beef. I had somebody tweet at me, fam, you beefing with Rags? No, I'm not beefing with Rags. Maybe he upset about the tweet I put out. Maybe a little hurt. Maybe because he don't know the context behind it, but I'm not beefing with him. I told him, hey, I'll wait a video. Whether he do or don't, I don't care. Whether he make it, I'm not going to watch it. You got to tweet it at me, I'm not going to watch it. I've had people one stop for game modes. All type of people make videos about Fame. I've never watched one. I never will. If it's a beef video, I'm not really going to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have no beef with Rags. None. You know, you got beef. Like I said, the question was posed to me, you got beef with Rags. Beef is when two people got issues with each other. You know, I have no beef with Titanfall Princess because I had no issue. I have no issue with her. None. That's not beef. You know, Rags felt type way about a tweet that I put out about someone else, which I'm not sure if they're friends or whatever the case may be. He felt type of way about it. Felt like he needed to call me insecure or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that thread got blocked. But there's no beef. Beef, like I said, is two people going back and forth. People have issues with each other. He might have an issue with me. He may or may not. I have no issue with him. Regardless of what he's saying about me on his Twitter or what he may or may not say on a video, I got no beef. I don't have time for beef. But I will say, if we are followers, you follow me, you've been following me for a while, and sometimes, for some reason, you know, you seem to want to get into with me and call me all type of stuff out my name or the case may be, I'm gonna block you. So for the people who thought that that tweet was for people who like to play around and follow, unfollow, that wasn't the case, man. The only reason I blocked y'all was because I kind of gave y'all what y'all wanted. I was laughing about the situation. Like these kids are hilarious. I'm gonna give you what you want. People saying I feel the urge to follow and unfollow this guy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and block you just because that's probably what you want. I think this shit is funny, but at the same time, that tweet wasn't about you. You don't know anything about the context of that tweet. And I'm not going to sit here and make 40 tweets trying to explain what that tweet was about. If you were actual follower of mine and follow what I'm doing, which I ain't got very many, you know what I'm saying? I got a very small channel, a very small YouTube channel. I don't have a lot of followers, but the followers I do have, if you follow me, you understand where that tweet came from. You understand where it came from. So I want to put it out there that, you know, there's no point of tweeting me things people say. I think Jack Moo made a video the other day about he don't give a fuck about what another nigga got to say. And I feel the same way. I don't care. If you got an issue with me, if you got something negative to say about me, I don't give a shit. Don't send it to me. I don't care that. I don't care about no videos being made. I don't care about no tweets. I don't care nothing about that. The time of, you know, me beefing with people, that's done. And I'm done doing that. You know what I'm saying? That those days are over. That's why I say in the podcast, I'm just laughing my ass off. Go check it out. Porter Rock 77. Go check it out. I'm laughing throughout the majority of the podcast. I think the shit is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man. I just want to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? I actually got it set up for like I told you before, I got an interview that we are doing and setting up. I think you guys will really enjoy. It's for a game that I've really been anticipating for a while since I got to play it at PAX South. I've really been, you know, ready for this game. But that's all I gotta say, man. I got no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with Titanfall Princess. You know, she can be mad and hate me, call me X-Fags all day and tomorrow. I could care less. I have no beef with Rags whatsoever. He may be upset about something that I tweeted out. He may not know the context, or he may be white knighting for Titanfall Princess. Either way it goes, I have no beef, fam. But for the 20 people watching, thank you guys so much for listening to this nonsense, unneeded ass live stream. You guys go enjoy the rest of your day. If you at work, don't get fired because of fame. Don't blame me for you being on your phone instead of working. Y'all have a blessed day. Be easy. Take it easy. Go play some damn video games. Peace out.